Have you ever felt lost? Maybe not in miles, but in spirit, longing for something you can't name? There is a story Jesus told that speaks to that ache. It offers hope, a path back home. In it we meet three figures: a younger son, an older son, and a loving father. No matter which one you recognize, the story is for you. Find a quiet place, take a deep breath, and listen with an open heart. Now, the story itself. Jesus continued, "There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, 'Father, give me my share of the estate.' So he divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had and set off for a distant country. There he squandered his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything, a severe famine struck that country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him to his fields to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he came to his senses, he said, 'How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare, and here I am starving to death? I will set out and go back to my father and say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' So he got up and went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him and kissed him. The son said, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you.' But the father said, 'Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf. Let us celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.' So they began to celebrate. Meanwhile, the older son was in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing. He called one of the servants and asked what was going on. 'Your brother has come,' the servant said. The older brother became angry and refused to go in. So his father came out and pleaded with him. 'All these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends.' The father said, 'My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad, because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.' The story ends, but its meaning is only beginning. Let us walk through it slowly together and hear what it means for our lives today. We will look at the characters, the symbols, and the life-changing lessons they hold for us. First, the younger son's request to take his inheritance early was a deep rupture. In that culture, it was like saying, 'I wish you were already dead.' He wanted the father's gifts, not the father. This shows how we can value blessings more than relationship. Notice the father's response. He gives his son dignity to choose. God's love respects our freedom, even when it leads to pain. The distant country is a condition of the heart, a life apart from the Father's guidance, where we try to be our own God. Pleasure, people, and possessions promise fulfillment but ultimately fail. The parable brings him to the pigsty, a vivid picture of how far selfish choices can take us. Key moment. He came to his senses. Repentance begins with clarity, seeing our condition honestly. Repentance is a decision that leads to action, the journey home. He offers a humble confession. I am no longer worthy. Not bargaining, but humility. The father sees him while he was still a long way off and runs to him. Grace does not wait for full sincerity. It meets us in our need. He does not accept servitude. He restores sonship. Robe, honor, ring, identity, sandals, freedom, feast, celebration. This is how heaven celebrates when a lost life returns. Not condemnation, but joy. The older son felt righteous. He had done everything right. Yet his heart was distant. All these years I've been slaving for you. He kept score and missed relationship. The father's reply, you are always with me. Everything I have is yours. Grace is not about fairness alone. It is about restored relationship. Both sons were lost, one by open rebellion, the other by self-righteousness. Both need finding. Repentance, exceeding grace, and a call to celebrate. These are the parable's heartbeats. God's invitation is clear. Come as you are. You are not a servant, but a son or daughter. Now, how does this ancient story shape our lives today? Let us name practical ways to live it out. Brief pause. 3 practical steps to embody the parable. Lesson 1. Receive grace. You don't earn belonging. You accept it as a gift. You don't need a perfect script. Turn toward home. That act of humility begins healing. Grace restores identity, not merely behavior. Let God declare who you are. Lesson 2. Be the father. Run toward those who are broken. Don't wait for them to clean up first. Listen without judgment, offer practical help, and celebrate every step home. Lay down the scorecard. Grace is not transactional. Lesson 3. Live as children of the Father. Stop slaving and start enjoying relationship. Make communities of celebration, not condemnation. Rejoice when someone turns back to God. Every day, turn toward home, accept the gift, run to the broken, celebrate grace. Small habits create a culture of belonging. The Father is watching and waiting. Come home. You are loved and you are found. If this spoke to you, reflect, share, and subscribe for more biblical stories and reflections.